Hello, this is Neil from ratinghorses.com. Hope you're well. Firstly, let me wish you a happy new year. I know some of us may not feel like celebrating at the moment as we've just gone into another lockdown. But one of the positives is, of course, elite sport continues, which means horse racing still gets the go ahead. And I don't foresee any problems with horse racing as we move forward through to the spring when hopefully we will start to see cases drop, deaths drop, the vaccines will be rolling out. So fingers crossed, horse racing will continue throughout the whole of 2021. I personally don't see a reason why that wouldn't be the case. Well, we've had great success before Christmas. We've us finding value selections that have won, showing nice profits. Today is the first chance I've had a little bit of spare time to go through the spreadsheet, and this will be a regular occurrence. I shall be hoping to record similar videos to this a couple of occasions per week. Hopefully help you along to find some winners and some value and some profits. And we've also got some new things lined up for you, which I will be emailing you about, or maybe even recording a short message, private message to you all concerning the additional things coming up. I won't give too much away, so I'll leave it there. Okay, well, we have racing at Wolverhampton and Kempton today. There's no national hunt racing over the last couple of days due to the cold weather. The frost has got into the ground, so that's put paid to a couple of national hunt meetings, and there's been no meetings in Ireland. But the weather has got to warm up as we approach the weekend, so hopefully we'll get a bit of national hunt action. I'm quickly going to go through the evening meeting, well, the twilight meeting at Kempton today. Time is 12:45 p.m, so just afternoon. So I'm going to concentrate on a few races at Kempton this evening and see if we can find some value and hopefully pick up a little bit of profit along the way. Now, many of you who regularly watch and view these free YouTube videos, you'll know that Kempton is not one of my favourite tracks. I've always found it difficult to find regular winners there. But for the sake of this video, let's see if we can find anything. But I will warn you, unless something really sticks out to me, there will be no bet. But without further ado, let's get into it. I've no idea what sort of prices are. I have not looked at Oddschecker as far as the races at Kempton are this evening. You know, that's the way I work, because the final piece of the jigsaw is, can we find value on any potential value selections? So here we go. First race on the card is the 340. That's a classified stakes, which is something I don't want to get involved with. So is the 410. A handicap in the 440, but there's a few runners here that have only run on a couple of occasions. 510, a handicap, a grade 6. 545, a novice stakes, no thank you. 615, a handicap with 8 runners. That's a class 2, so I shall have a look at that one. 645, conditional stakes, no thank you. 715, a handicap grade 4 with 9 runners. Okay, so I'm going to concentrate on the 615 and 715. So bear with me, I'm just going to make a note of these and let's see if we can find some each way value at first, and or possibly a win advice. So the 615 at Kempton, as far as I'm aware, 8 runners take the chances. We can see that Rock Eagle has a good R1 rating, and then there's not much between the top 6 horses with Outbox and Kangaroo Valley, bottom on the R1, as is similar on the R2 and the total. So I am just looking towards some more data, and I'm just going to dismiss Outbox and Kangaroo Valley straight away, just for the instance that the R1 and R2 ratings on both horses are poor, and they have both been off the track for over a year. Rocky Eagle, the rest of the horses actually have all got good form. They've all won fairly recently, except for True Destiny, but has come second on a couple of occasions. And the other horses have all run fairly recently, just True Destiny 49 days ago, so about a month and a half ago. We can see, although it wouldn't be a massive draw bias, we can see that lower rated horses have a slight draw bias, as we can see with those yellow boxes there for low stalls. So let's see what the rest of the information tells us. Well, we can see that the RTF is pretty good on the top 4, and not so good for Alan King and Philip Kirby. Andrew Breslin takes £5 off a lucky deal for Mark Johnston. We can see there's 2 course and distance winners. Those are Rock Eagle and True Destiny. And if we look at the OF algorithm, we can see that True Destiny is the top ranked horse, with Who Dares Wins second and Stargazer third. Oh, excuse me, the top 2 horses actually have a negative rating, Rocky Eagle and Amyataz. If we look at the speed figures, True Destiny top. Actually, they mirror the algorithm with the top 3 rating horses, Stargazer, Who Dares Wins. Power rating, we can see that Amtiaz is top rated horse with 55, just behind is True Destiny with 54. Then there's quite a bit of a drop there to the joint third rated horses, Lucky Deal and Rock Eagle. I will scroll across to the official figures. We can see that 6 runs ago, Rocky Eagle was off a mark of 92. Today it is off 101, so that's £9 higher. Of course, it was off 99 last time out and it won, so it's gone up another couple of pounds. Amtaz, 4 runs ago, was off 78, is today off 87, so that is £9 up. True Destiny was off 86. 6 runs ago, he's just off a pound higher on 87, but as we can see, yet to get its head in front, although it's been there or thereabouts on a couple of occasions. And Roger Charlton has a good RTF figure, but we need to look at that in further detail soon. Lucky Deal is off the same handicap mark as it was 6 runs ago. It won last time out off 96, up £2 today, but let's remember Andrew Breslin takes £5 off. Who Dares Wins 5 runs ago on 104, £1 lower today. Has been struggling by all accounts. Stargazer off 104 6 runs ago, goes off £4 lower, 100 today. But we can see that Philip Kirby hasn't been in the greatest form if we look at the RTF figures. If we look at the trainer and jockey stats, we can see that Amtiaz, John Gosden, has a 50% strike rate in the last 14 days. Roger Charlton, what I probably expected, Roger Charlton has just had 1 run in the last 14 days, and although this didn't win, the horse ran to form or better. That's why it's a 100% mark there. Lucky Deal, 33% strike rate for Mark Johnston, and just the 1 winner for Alan King on Who Dares Win. So I'm going to dismiss the bottom 4 on our ratings. And I'm just looking at the jockey stats. Polydor's failed to get a winner in the last fortnight. No particularly great jockey stats there. I'm just going to quickly, again, look in this area of the data. True Destiny is a course and distance winner, and it comes top, and second on the power rating. We can see that True Destiny is just £1 higher than it was 6 runs ago. It's been going off 86 and it's finished second a few times there. Amtiaz hasn't got the greatest ratings here, although it is top power rating. Rocky Eagle, course and distance winner, but a negative OF algorithm rating, not great on the speed. And although it's third power rating horse, it is 20 behind the leader, as is Lucky Deal, and the data here is not great anyway. So all things considered, I believe I am going to the horse that I'm interested in this race is True Destiny. Why is that? Well, it's second rated on the R1. It's third rated on the R2. Third overall, just 4 behind the leader. Has got a positive draw bias. Around 49 days ago, Roger Charlton has just had the one runner in the last 14 days, which would be considered maybe as a bit of a concern. However, although that horse didn't win, we do know that that horse performed as well as it was expected to do, or better, and that's why that's a 100% mark there. Kieran Schumacher is a jockey, a decent jockey, course and distance winner, top OF algorithm, top speed, second power rated, just 1 behind Amtiaz. And as I say, the rest are a little bit behind on that. Just £1 higher than where it has been off. It's been running, it's come second a few times off 86, it's off 87 today. And the jockey, Kieran Schumacher's had 1 winner from 12. So a bit of a tentative choice, but all things considered, looking at the data, True Destiny for me is the one that I would like to be on. I'm just going to make a note of that. It is a bit of a tentative choice because not everything seems to align. Of course, this horse has failed to get its head in front. His head in front in its last 6 runs. We can see that True Destiny, the highest this horse has ever ran off, is 63. So of course, it's way above that. Although, as I say, it has been coming second on a few occasions off 86. So for me, True Destiny is the one to be on. I do ideally want an each way price. Now, the forecast odds when the ratings were built last night gives this horse, it was 9-2, available at 9-2 last night. Our odds suggest value for this horse would be 7-2, around 7-2, 4.39, nearly 4.5. So there is value, well, there was value in this horse last night. Ideally, if we can get 9-2 or maybe even 4-1, we could try and squeeze a bit of an each way bet out of that. Of course, if you did finish in the frame, you'd lose a little bit of money, but you're covering most of your stakes. So I will be wanting to go each way on this horse. I've not got a clue what price this is, so let's have a look and then we can make our final decision. 6.15 Kempton, True Destiny. So let's scroll to 6.15 at Kempton, and we can see that True Destiny does indeed offer value. Currently 13-2 with Bet365, 11-2, 6-1 with BetVictor, but generally 11-2 across the board. The key thing here is that this horse has obviously drifted at some point since last night, but is now being backed in because those blue boxes tell you the horse has been backed in. In fact, only 2 horses have been backed in of late, True Destiny, and the favourite Amtiaz. So for me, True Destiny, I will be going 13-2 each way with bet 365. We go fifth of the odds for the top three. Hopefully there'll be no non-runners in the next few hours. And I'm happy to have a small each way bet on True Destiny. As I say, Kempton is not my favourite track, but I'm happy to take that bit of value. True Destiny, each way 13-2, bet 365. So let's go to the other horse race of interest. Let me just wet my whistle. This is a grade 4 event with 9 taking their chances. Looks like it could possibly be a really open event. 12, 12, 13, 16, 19. Not much really between the top 4 horses. Good R1 figures for global warming, soar above and assure welcome. Not much to choose on the R2, except for Oni Madam. It's got a low score of 4. We'll dismiss Oni Madam immediately because that is poor ratings across the board there. We can see that there's a draw bias for low and high numbers. According to previous data, you don't really want to be drawn in the middle. We can see that all horses in this race have had a recent run. Equitation 35 days ago, just a month ago, but most of them have had a running within the last couple of weeks. We can see there's 2 course and distance winners in the race. That is Soar Above and Wiley Post. OF strategy there's not an awful lot between these from top to bottom really. 9.11 to minus 9.89, so there's about 20 between them, but obviously ideally you don't want to be backing a horse with a negative algorithm on the OF. But there's not much between the top 3 or 4, as you can see. 9.11, 6.11, 4.11, so not much there. Top speed figure is also global warning, which mirrors the algorithm, as does, again, similar to the top 3 from the previous race. Top rank, top 3 are the same horses as the algorithm. And indeed, the power rating, the top 3 horses are the same again for the power rating horses, just swapped around slightly, with Assure Welcome being top rated horse with 55, Global Warning on 49, and Equitation at 43. So this is looking a little bit of an open event, although there are 3 or 4 horses that are catching the eye. One thing I will say here is John Spearing has 100% RTF. Again, we have to look at that in more detail because that may just mean that he's had just 1 or 2 runners in the last 14 days. We'll look at the official ratings. Soar Above, off a mark of 86 runs ago. He's up £6 on that. He won off 80 last time out, but has been put up £6. Laura Pearson takes 7 off. Global Warning was off 78, off the same mark today. It is due to go up £6 in the coming days. One last time out, let's remember, off 73, so it's been put up £5 for that win. And as you can see, Global Warning has had to steadily drop down the handicap mark to get its head in front, and now it has. It's been put back up to 78, where it struggled to get its head in front there. Assure Welcome was off 86 runs ago. It's off 81 today. One off 78 last time out. So it's been put up £3 for its win last time out. 78 for Wiley Post. Gayeth is down £7. As you can see, Gayeth's highest ever mark is 83. So it's a pound higher today. Can he get its head in front? Maybe, maybe not. Grey Galleon 65 is up £7. That's not for me. Bowling Russian 77 up £8. One off 80 a couple of runs ago, dropped £5 and finished 7th. It's dropped a few pounds today. So I'm going to dismiss these bottom 5. Just concentrate on the top 4. Soar Above, Global Warning, Assure Welcome, Wiley Post. Wiley Post does, as I say, 1 over course and distance. But the rest of the data is pretty poor. 9th on the algo, 9th on the speed, 8th on the power rating. I'm going to dismiss Wiley Post as well. So we concentrate on the top 3. Soar Above, these figures are a little bit of a worry, although it's been a course and distance winner. Let's have a look at the 14-day stats for the top 3. Well, as I thought, John Spearing hasn't had any runners in the last 14 days, so it automatically has 100% RTF form. Global Warning, 1 winner for 2, 50% strike rate. 2 runners, 1 winner. According to the RTF, one of those 2 horses run to form as expected. 64% strike rate for apprentice jockey Marco Gianni. That's a very high. 7 winners from 11. Soar Above, Laura Pearson, 4 winners from 25, 16%. That is good in itself. Sure Welcome Lou Morris, 7 winners from 52. Let's have a look at Sure Welcome again. 80, 78, 78, 76, 78. Up £3. Just going to make a note of a Sure Welcome. And I'm also going to make a note of Global Warning. Now, those are going to be my 2 horses shortlisted. Soar Above, this data area is a bit of a concern. Okay, it is 18 below the top rated power rating horse. So £6 for winning last time out. It's not got positive draw bias. I'm going to lose Soar Above. So I'm going to concentrate on Global Warning and Assure Welcome. Both very similar ratings. Both draw bias. Both have ran in the last few weeks. John Spearing, we don't know how his horses are going to run because there's been no runners in the last 14 days. This data, there's not much between the algorithms. 1 and 3 for the speed, 1 and 2 top rated horses. 73. Last time out, it's been put up £5. 78. The Global Warning from me, although it's been put up £5 for its last run, which it won, it's only £1 off a higher mark than its previous high of 77. The trainer has 1 winner from 2 in the last 14 days. To be fair, there's not much to choose between a Global Warning and a Sure Welcome. The only reason I'm pointing towards a Global Warning is for the reason that Sure Welcome is £3 higher now than it's ever won off, where Global Warning is only £1 higher, and Global Warning is due to go off £6 higher next time out. I'm not sure that I want to, but I will dismiss a sure welcome for the simple reason we've not got any recent trainer form to go on. They could be flying at home, and this could come out and win. But there's been no runners in the last 14 days, and I can't pack a horse where I don't know if the trainer is in form or not. Obviously, he was in some sort of decent form 16 days ago because of Sure Welcome won. But it's been 14 days since we've had a runner, so I'm going to tentatively cross out a Sure Welcome. My horse that I'm going to be interested in is Global Warning. So let's finally go and have a look at the odds columns. Well, when these ratings were made last night on Tuesday evening, we can see that Global Warning at the time was forecast priced at 6 to 4, 2.5. Our odds suggest this horse should be 4 to 1. I would suggest we're not going to get anywhere near 4 to 1. Okay, unless this horse has heavily drifted since last night, we're not going to get near 4 to 1. And because of that, it's unlikely to be a bet for me. So anyway, 7:15 Kempton. Let's have a look at Global Warning. And as we can see, the money has continued to come for this horse since last night, 6 to 4, around 8 p.m. last night. It is now evens. The money continues to come for this horse with those, apart from the bottom horse there, where there's been a bit of money. All bookmakers are shortening the odds on Global Warning. For me, it was a bit of a tentative choice anyway, because a Sure Welcome was a horse that would be a tentative pick. Of course, we can see, looking at those odds, that a Sure Welcome does offer value because our odds suggest this should be available at 7 to 2 or bigger. That would give us value. However, the concern would be that when the ratings were developed last night, this horse was available at 5 to 1 and it is doubled in price. It has drifted out to 9s, 10s, 11s to 1. Now, of course, depends on what your mindset is. You could say that now this is really offering excellent value. It's double the price it was last night, but there's a really hot favourite in this race. If a Sure Welcome could get in the frame, then you're getting around 2 to 1 for your money. That's the decision you need to make. I, for one, won't get involved with a Sure Welcome. It does offer value, a lot of value, treble the price of what our odds suggest this horse should be offering value. But as I say, the trainer hasn't had a recent run. We don't know, without delving deeper, why that is. And I can't be backing a horse with any sort of confidence, with any sort of money, if I'm unaware of how the trainer has been performing. So for this particular race, there will be no bet. Global Warning looks to be a hot favourite. It's not offering us value. I can see why it's a hot favourite. Obviously, the jockey has had a fantastic run. If we scroll across, we can see the jockey Marco Gianni has had 7 winners from 11, and he could well be making it 8 from 12. With a 66% strike rate this evening. But not for me, there's no value backing that horse. And like I say to you, the only way you will win long term is by finding that value. So it's a race of interest, and I should definitely be keeping an eye on the result. And all being well, I shall watch the race. But for me, just one small each way bet for us today. Well, I think we found a little bit of value. It's the 6:15 at Kempton, and it's number 6, True Destiny. That will be our horse, all decent figures. 6:15 Kempton, True Destiny, available with Bet365 at 13 to 2. If you're having a bet this evening, the very best of luck. Remember, only bet what you can afford to lose, but you must look for value. If you continue to look for value, you will win over the long term. Don't forget, there'll be good points, there'll be poor points. It's where you're finishing at the end of the year or at the end of the month. Are you higher in your profit graph than you're starting the month off? So always bear that in mind. Always look for value. That is the key to success. Forget about the strike rate. It's immaterial. If you look for value, you will always win long term. Okay, 6:15 Kempton, True Destiny. Let's see how we get on. We've had a good couple of big price winners before Christmas. This is the first time back, and hopefully we can start with at least some sort of return, with the horse finishing at least in the frame, which I'll be watching. And as I say, if you're having a bet on that, or if you're having a bet at all today or this evening on any other race, the best of luck, and I will be in touch in a few more days with another winner. With another winner. Well, hopefully with another winner, with another video. As I scroll through the ratings, looking for value. Keep safe, everybody. I'll speak to you soon.